Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I really don't have to say too much because this was a win that we needed. 40-3. I mean, 40-7. 43, 47. It really doesn't matter. Pretty much a blowout. Now, I think Jacksonville was ranked 8 in NFL Power Rankings. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that. But I think I saw somewhere they were ranked 8. They had one of the best defenses in the league. They had 2 powerful defensive ends. They had the best pass defense in the league. I don't know if I should be happy about this one because the fans never want us to be happy. We're not allowed to be happy. Even Cowboys fans don't want us to be happy. Now, everybody predicted us to lose this game. Shannon Sharp, Stephen A. Smith, Chris Carter, Edelman, all those guys. They predicted us to lose this game. And even Cowboy Nation was kind of unsure. Hell, even myself, I was like, the way we've been playing, I just been like, I don't know about this game. My confidence is gone. I'm still a Cowboy fan, but my confidence is shot. Hopefully we win. I don't know. I was iffy about it, but they proved us all wrong. First things first. I knew it was going to be a good game when we decided to kick in the first quarter. We decided to kick it off and trust our defense. Defense played magnificent. But before I get to the defense, I want to talk about the offense. I want to talk about execution. I want to talk about Dak Prescott, big plays, big catches. Cole Beasley, guys, was probably the most valuable offensive weapon in this game today. In this game, he had 2 touchdowns. I think he might have had more. But the last stat that I took, he was six receptions for 79 yards and 2 touchdowns. I think he caught a couple of passes after that, so he might be in the 80. Matter of fact, let me correct myself. He was at 101, but this was the last stat that I took. But the last stat that I saw, he was at 101. He might have had 7 or 8, maybe 9 catches. I don't know. But Cole Beasley was a beast. He's unstoppable in the inside. I'm eating my words up what I said about him. I said he was too little. I didn't want to get him hurt over the middle and all those things. But he's pretty much our go-to guy for Dak Prescott. He's Dak's most comfortable target. So that's what we need out of Cole Beasley through the rest of the season. Dak Prescott, clutch throws. He had, the last stat that I took, he had 8 rushes for 53 yards carrying. Now, he might have more than that. I mean, he might be, close to 100. I think he might have like 70 or something like that. Dax played wonderful. His accuracy was good. He had time. Shout outs to the offensive line because they gave him time to figure out what was going on. We was a little shaky at first. Dak had a couple of fumbles, or whatever. But they came right back to him. He made up for him on big runs. So that made up for it. So Dak played good. So all the Dak haters out there, I'm not saying that Dak, he's turned it around. He's the greatest quarterback of all time. I'm not saying that. Dak still needs work. We still need work as a Cowboy team after this game. Even though we blow them out 40-7, which feels like 40-0, we still need work. Michael Gallup had a big catch. Rico Gathers had a big catch. Should have used him more, but we'll take what we can get out of those 2 guys. Just offensive execution and play calling wasn't generic. First half was very, very aggressive. It was very aggressive. When we came back in the second half, it was kind of like, but it was good enough to keep the foot on the gas. It wasn't mashed. It was just enough on the gas to keep us going and to get us through the second half and get us a win. Defense played our lights out. Let me get to the defense. I've already said the O-line gets all the credit. We need to play at home more often because of the simple fact that we're just a different team at home. But let me get to the defense. Defense, guys, I don't even need this on defense. Defense played all to the ball in a bad mood today. Jalen Smith was everywhere. Van Der Esch, like I said at the beginning of the season, before the season even started, he kind of reminded me of Brian Urlacher. He's sideline to sideline type guy. He's a coverage. He blow one coverage. That was the only touchdown play that Jacksonville had. He blew one coverage, but that's what you get when you have a linebacker sticking a slot receiver. So that's going to happen. He's going to burn him. So that's what happened on that play. But other than that, Van Der Esch played great. The guys played great. Malik Collins had a sack. Couldn't believe it. Randy Gregory finally got a sack in the fourth quarter, but a sack is a sack. We'll take it. He got it at a high level. Jacksonville is still trying to make something happen in the second half, so we'll take the sack. D-Law was still suffering from some type of shoulder injury that he's got, some type of tear that he's been playing with, I think since the offseason. But you can tell that he wasn't 100%. He was still kind of flushing the QB out of the pocket, causing other guys to make plays. So his presence alone, just being on the field, he doesn't really have to be 100%. As long as he's out there, he can make something happen, create havoc, wreak havoc. David Irvin, he had something going in the first quarter. He had a couple of rushes, flushes out of the pocket. He almost had a block punt. So even though he hasn't been playing, he's been on suspension, he had some off-the-field issues with his baby mama or whatever, he's still able to come in and make some kind of impact. So I can't wait till next week to see how he's really gonna get back in the rhythm of things and really get to the 100% David Irvin that we know. Secondary played wonderful. Jeff Heath got a pick. Byron Jones could have had it, but it bounced off his shoulder. Boom. Byron Jones, guys. I gave him a lot of hell last week because he really got tested. They were just a good passing team. Even though he was getting beat a lot, he was right there. Byron Jones he's kind of going into that shutdown corner category. His name wasn't mentioned. As soon as his name was mentioned by Romo, because Romo said, hell, we haven't heard Byron Jones today. And as soon as he said that, Byron Jones had a back down on an important third down. Byron Jones is a good corner, guys. I'm glad that we made that transition from him to safety and corner. That was the best thing that the Cowboys ever do. Chris Richard could ever do. Other than that, guys, we got the win. That's all I really pretty much got. You know, my second video is my part 2 video is always better than my part 1. Right now, I'm still celebrating, coming off the high of us winning. And I'm just happy, man. I'm happy. If it's okay with y'all, because see, just like I said at the beginning of the video, everybody projected Jaguars to win. They're ranked number 8. They got the best defense. Blake Bortles isn't doing too well, but they'll do good against the Cowboys, you know. So we beat a good team at home. We beat a good team with one of the best defenses in the NFL. So now tomorrow, the script is going to flip. They're going to say, oh, well, Jacksonville isn't that good. Blake Bortles is struggling, so they couldn't get the offense going. That's why Dallas Cowboys won. Okay, well, we'll take it. I mean, just because a team is struggling doesn't mean we have to walk away and forfeit. We're going to take advantage of it, you know, just like anybody else would. Just like any other fan with any other team, they're going to want their team. Just like the Eagles took advantage of the Giants last week. They're not going to say, hey, you know what, we're not going to play y'all because we're better and we're going to win, so we'll give y'all the win. We're not going to do that. So you play the game to win. That's what we did. If you like it or not, I'm sorry. It's between you and your God, but make sure you stay cowboyed up because you never know what the day is going to bring you. I look like your boy. I'm out.